I'm Kathy Schaefer, and this is Parents Corner on AACPS TV. Each month we talk about a topic of interest to parents like us. This month we focus on school meals. Navigating school lunches is not as simple as it used to be. Heading back to school for many of us meant picking out our new Wonder Woman or Partridge Family lunchbox to be filled with bologna sandwiches and chocolate milk. Today's parents have a whole new list of health and nutrition considerations, including food allergies, sugar and sodium content, childhood obesity, juvenile diabetes, and households qualifying for free or reduced school meals. How can we be more educated about what goes on our students' lunch tray and in our students' mouth? Well, we spoke with Jodi Risse, the AACPS Food and Nutrition Services Director. Thank you so much for being here today. Can you tell us a little bit about your role with AACPS?
Sure, and thank you for having me. I'm currently the Supervisor of Food and Nutrition Services for the county. I've been in the county for 22 years and supervisor since 2007. So I'm really afforded the opportunity to oversee all of the schools, all of the menus, and all of the staff that provide the nutritious meals every day.
Great. And you talk about menus. How do you develop your school menus, and what sort of nutritional guidelines do you consider?
As a little bit of background, I'm a registered dietitian by trade and a mom of 2 girls that go to Anne Arundel County Public Schools, and I still do the menu for the whole county. So what we do is we look nutritionally at what the value is. We have to have whole grains. We look at lean protein. We have certain fruits and vegetables, so we look at the colors of the rainbow. We have to make sure we have a dark green, an orange vegetable. We look at beans, usually baked beans, because that's I guess the most kid-friendly one that we have. And then we really just plan it out. So we get to put it into a computer software, and we do an analysis, and I still do that for the whole county. So, you know, if there was a parent watching and they know they get that elementary school menu,
Yep.
That's the one that I still do at my desk, and we know that it's dietitian approved, mom approved, and we know the students love it.
Great. Yeah, we get that in Wednesday folders, and we go through and we mark off the days. My son picks the 2 days a week that he's going to buy.
Good.
Great.
But hopefully we'll get them up to 5 days.
And do you tailor, when you're developing the menu, any different things by age? Say, for example, elementary, middle, or high school?
It changes a little bit for calories. So we always look at sodium. Sodium's consistent across all ages, as is fat and saturated fat. But calories do increase as they get older.
Okay.
And for somebody in middle school and high school, they'll see that difference in the menu. So we add additional grains. Typically, it is a whole grain rice and pasta. We do a whole grain pasta. And we also do extra servings of fruits and vegetables. So unique to us in Anne Arundel County, we do salad bars in all of our schools. Colorful, plentiful, we do somewhere between 8 and 15 fresh fruits and vegetables a day. But more importantly, for those secondary school students that are coming through, we really always encourage, and we're nudging them to fill half of their plate with fruits and vegetables. The first year we started that in Anne Arundel County, it really didn't pick up as quickly as we thought. But now we really see our students filling half of their plates, enjoying the rainbow of colors that we provide, and really making the good choices here at school. So we know when they go home, they're going to make those same choices, or at least nudge mom and dad at home to do some of the same things at home.
Is there anything that we as parents can do to ensure that our kids are choosing healthier options? Because it's only as good as what they go through the lunch line and pick and put on their plate. Is there any advice you would have for parents at home?
I probably have 2 as a parent. First, be a role model. I think you have to walk the walk and talk the talk at home. Yeah. So many people always say to me, how to get your children to eat Brussels sprouts, or how do you have them eat roasted butternut squash? Well, we eat it as a family. So we don't do separate meals at home, and I think that's so important that the children are living with you, and if you're eating it and you're filling half of your plate with fruits and vegetables, you're making those good choices at home. I think it really just goes right down to your children. In school meals, I'm often asked about snacks too.
Yeah.
People always say, well, all the snacks are not healthy. Everything that we offer is analyzed also in a software program. So every snack, we still look at calories. We look at how many calories per serving. So it can't be multiple servings. If you go and you shop in a retail market, you'll often see things that are supersized still, or larger bags. Ours are all one serving.
Single servings.
Right, single serving. We still look at the calories. All of our, the potato chips, or we do popcorn, all baked, all whole grain. We don't always advertise that with students, obviously, because I don't think they want to know that it's all baked and whole grain. But we do look at it, and it's really just an enhancement to that meal.
Sure.
So I think that would be, going back, I guess, to your original question, I'm sorry, is the key is role modeling, and then everything on the school menu is fine. I think a parent should encourage their children to select those fruits and vegetables. So I often get the phone call in the office, and they'll say, well, they only had pizza today. And there was so many other options. There's 8 to 15 fresh fruits and vegetables a day. There's always a steamed vegetable or a roasted vegetable. So there's really no reason why that student to go through and select as much as they can.
Okay, great. And is there any way you talk about the calorie content and the nutritional value? I know at least for our family, we're able to go online and check out the menus. Is there anywhere that parents can go to find that nutritional information, or is that coming? Or
I am thrilled you asked, because we have all of our nutritional data posted.
Okay.
It's on aacps.org. If you go to the school menus button or tab on the left-hand side, when you open it up, there's a little apple and it says nutrition information. Okay. We are one of the only school systems in the country that post all of that. So we have first we have a recipe, and it's a nutrition label. We have the manufacturer's label, we have the ingredients listed, we have the allergens listed,
okay,
and we have a statement from all of our manufacturers about peanut and tree nut free products. So we've had so many inquiries about that we just requested of the manufacturer now. So anybody, it's completely transparent, everything is out there. The condiments are not out there yet, but we're adding them.
Okay.
And they'll be out there for the beginning of the school year, as well as all of our smart snacks.
Okay.
So all of them meet the Alliance for the Healthier Generation, and they're all going to be posted as well. So I really encourage anybody watching to please go online and look at this.
Just do research. It's all available.
It's all there. If there's a question, please call me, because we would love to walk through and really, explain and showcase the great products that we have.
Sure.
So, we also, and I think what it'll highlight is that we use all main manufacturers. So I'm often asked, would you buy something that's of lesser quality or lesser cost? We don't at all. So we are able to write the specification to what we need nutritionally, right? How is it accepted by our students? And it's often a Tyson food or Ken's dressing. I mean, it's all main name brands that you would see in retail.
Great. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I hear so often from students, and mine included, that they feel like the lunch period is actually not long enough and they can't finish their food. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Now, My Payments Plus is an online payment system that we have. As a parent, I would encourage all parents to sign up and use this.
Okay.
So it's a free service that you're able to see what your child chose that day, but it also eliminates the handling of cash. So if you write a check to the school, or you can pay online, there is a fee, but it goes to the company. It streamlines that process, because I agree that the time is pretty short, but we are in education, and we know that we're really,
Crunch for time to begin
Sure.
with.
So we know that math, social studies, language arts, all those things are so important. But if we could keep the money to a minimum in the line, the student just puts their number, or the child puts their number in, and it goes pretty quick. So,
yeah.
And it's something that we look at across the country. Everybody looks at how do we speed our lines to get truly fast food. I mean, they have to get through as fast as they can, so they have that 15-minute window to eat. Yeah. And that's really what we see, and students do finish in that time. I think sometimes parents might say, I don't think that's enough, but when they really sit down and they just eat the meal, it really is enough time to.
And not spend their time chit-chatting.
Yeah, there is a lot of that, but that's okay, because it is their social time too.
Yeah, the online payments account was actually helpful for us, because we were watching my son try and buy ice cream every meal. So it was a good monitoring system for us to be able to see the extra purchases that he was trying to make, and to talk to him about, maybe picking one day a week that he was doing that, and not trying to do it every day.
Yeah, now I'm glad you brought that up, because as a parent, you could also limit that. So we often tell parents, if you want snacks only one day a week, or only beverages, because they can buy water, they could buy extra juice, that you only want them to have one, we could put a comment right on the account. So when your son comes through, he would punch his number in, his picture comes up, so we know the identity right away, and it's a simple little note. The children don't see it, the students don't see it, only the cashier who's right there.
Okay.
So it could say, limit ice cream to Wednesdays only.
Okay,
so
that's good to know.
We're very flexible to work with the parents, again, knowing that what we're offering is fine for a parent who would be concerned, but if they're trying to buy 2 or 3, which sometimes I have an older daughter that often tries to do that.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I mean, it's always a talking point that
Yeah.
you don't need 2 or 3, and it's usually that she's buying for her friends.
Yeah. There's some limits and some controls. As a parent, you can feel like, you know, even though it's a period that they're eating without you, you still are aware and understanding of what's going on.
There's even a button in our system that you could select meals only. So we could, we often have our, I guess, the youngest learners coming through, and the parents will say, we really don't want them to have any snack. We just want them to have a meal. There is a meal only key.
Okay.
So once we click it, if they wanted to try to buy something extra, it wouldn't even allow that.
Okay.
So
Great.
A lot of flexibility for parents,
and all that can be found on the website.
It is all on the website, and then they can always call the office and ask for me. The number's 410-222-5900.
Okay.
We would gladly walk anybody through any of that because we're really here to make it a good experience for the parents, and we know it's going to be a good meal for the child.
For the child.
Sure.
Do you have anything new coming for this school year?
We do. We
Okay.
always have some new things. This past year we do a tasting of the rainbow. It's the first Friday of every month. Last year we began always doing local. So every month we did a video, and we also did a local product.
Okay.
So some of those items, we were looking at the purple sweet potatoes, and we were looking at a different potato that's going to be a roasted potato that we could offer. We have a new Italian sausage pasta bake, which is fantastic. It was tested with our students. They love it. We're looking at a chicken cheesesteak.
Okay.
So, I mean, some of the kid favorite things are still out there, and we're just looking at different variations. Trying to think if there's any others that are all of our salads. So taco is extremely important in Anne Arundel County.
Oh, that's what my son gets every week.
So taco used to only be on Thursday. Now we added some on Tuesday. New this upcoming year on Wednesday, we're going to do a taco salad. So it just seems like it's the theme of Anne Arundel County. And, you know, the more we can put taco on, it seems like
the kids will buy it.
Yeah. They love it.
Yeah.
It's a great product. It's actually our recipe pre-1994.
Wow.
So we used to make it in the schools, and then a company took our recipe, and now they commercially make it for us, and they continue to do so. So it's one recipe. I know over my 22 years it's been the same.
Great. Well, and I know at our school parents are welcome to lunch too, so if a parent wanted to go in and sample anything, they could go and have lunch with their child.
And I think they should, because I think if they saw the salad bar and if they really saw what the lines look like, I think it's often quite different than maybe what a son or daughter's coming home and talking
Your
about.
perception of it. Yes.
And we go back to what we remember.
Yeah.
You know, so I think as soon as they see it, and I would love for them to meet the staff. I have the best staff in the world. They are so dedicated. They know all of the children by names. They know their numbers.
Yeah.
If they saw the cleanliness and just the whole atmosphere of the cafeteria has really changed over the past few years, and I think so much more for the better.
Good. Good. Well, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing your menus this year.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Log on to aacps.org/nutrition to view the monthly elementary, middle, and high school student menus, set up prepaid meal accounts, learn about AACPS nutrition and wellness policies, and much more. I'm Kathy Schaefer, and this was Parents Corner. Email us at parentscornertv@gmail.com with feedback or dates for upcoming events at your school. And like our Facebook page to stay up to date on show topics. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Jodi Risse. When's the last time you watched Food for Thought? Make sure you tune in to AACPS TV and watch Food for Thought. I have so many guests on the show. We talk about partnerships here in Anne Arundel County as well as across the state. We talk about breakfast, lunch, even dinner, and our summer programs. Fruits and vegetables are always a topic. We want to make sure that you're having fruits and vegetables at home just like we have them here in school in Anne Arundel County. Make sure you keep watching AACPS TV and make sure you don't miss the next episode of Food for Thought.